So the rematch between Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev is signed and sealed for June 17th at the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. As we all know, Andre Ward, in the wake of the first fight with Kovalev, had spoken about the possibility of retiring and relinquishing the titles. A lot of people jumped on him, to some degree understandably, saying that this is terrible. He's even thinking about this. But I suspected that it was probably just a negotiation tactic. I felt like he hasn't made that much money in his career compared to a lot of the other marquee names out there. And he really wanted to make sure that he got paid this time around. So he was going to do whatever he had to do, say whatever he had to say, make whatever threat he had to make in order to get the kind of money he wanted. So I suspected that was probably the case all along, and that's what it's turned out to be. It wasn't a case of Andre Ward being frightened of Kovalev or anything like that. No, it was a case of him trying to cash in and make more money this time around because he does hold the belts. And it was a very close fight first time around, but he believes he won. Many other people believe he won, including the Sky Sports team. They believe he won, Eddie Hearn and many other people. So rather than treat Andre Ward as though he's some type of highway robber, because that's the way Ward perceived the Kovalev side of the equation to be treating him, in terms of the money they were offering and so on and so forth, he wanted to be paid what he felt like he was entitled to. And that's what the retirement talk was all about. He was all just smoke and mirrors to try and get the money he wanted. And seemingly, he's been given the money he wanted because the fight's taking place. It will be on HBO pay-per-view, as I say, on June 17th at the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas. So all the talk is done now. All the back and forth trash between the two parties and between the two sets of fans. So let me just quote some of the things that have been said here by Andre Ward in the wake of this news breaking. Well, Andre Ward and several other people. First of all, I'm going to quote Andre Ward. He says, "I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You got what you asked for. Now you have to see me on June 17. This time, leave the excuses at home." Now I'm going to quote Sergey Kovalev. He said, "I'm glad to know that rematch will happen. I really hope that Andre Ward will get into the ring for this rematch. Fans of boxing will see the real crusher, the one they have missed for a couple of my last fights. For me, this rematch is very important as no other bout in my entire boxing career. Thanks a lot to all of the boxing fans." Now I'm going to quote Michael Yormark, who is the Rock Nation president and chief of branding and strategy. He said, "Rock Nation Sports is proud to be the lead promoter behind a boxing match for the ages. Last November, Andre showed the world he was boxing's best. No doubt he will build upon his legacy come June 17 in another historic night. There's no excuses. The rematch is on." I'm now going to quote Kathy Duva. She says, After the last fight, we are preparing for another unbelievable experience. Can't wait for the bell to ring. This is sure to be another nail-biting roller coaster ride. This is the only fight that Sergey wants right now, and he refused to settle for anything less than the chance to get his belts back. I'm told that Rock Nation and Andre Ward have lots of great ideas for the promotion, and we can't wait to see them in action. Now I'm going to quote, who else is here now? Tony Walker, who's the vice president of HBO pay-per-view. He says, after a razor-thin decision last November in their first meeting, the boxing community has been eagerly waiting for the Ward-Kovalev rematch. These are two world-class prize fighters who embrace being on the sport's biggest stage. Like Andre and Sergey, we can't wait for June 17th at the Mandalay Bay Events Center in Las Vegas. And finally, one more quote for you here. This is Richard Sturm, who is the president of entertainment and sports for the MGM Resorts International. He says, This spectacular rematch of pound for pound champions will be a can't miss fight at the Mandalay Bay Events Center. We look forward to working with Rock Nation Sports and Main Events once again on this championship event, which should be one of the most thrilling fights of 2017. So those are the quotes from all the relevant parties. We'll see what happens in this rematch, people. I said that I really didn't want to make too many more videos about this fight until the rematch is signed. So now I can start talking about it more, because all the speculation about retiring and all that kind of stuff can be put to bed now. It was just a negotiation tactic, as I suspected it was. So, you know, a lot of people kind of underestimated. Maybe they didn't underestimate Ward, or maybe they did, but I think they underestimated the tactics that boxers use to get what they want financially. They make a lot of threats and blow a lot of hot air and say a lot of stuff that isn't true to get the payday they want. And that's what Andre Ward did. So it is what it is. Let me know how you feel about this, people. Are you surprised that Ward took the rematch? Did you expect him to vacate the belts? Or did you always suspect, like me, that it was probably just a negotiation tactic? And as long as he got paid the money he felt like he deserved, then the fight will probably happen, the rematch. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. And how do you think the rematch is going to go? Do you think that Kovalev is going to go the extra mile this time and really put a beating on Ward and stop him? Or get a decision this time? Or do you think Andre Ward is going to repeat and build upon what he did last time and win in a more convincing fashion? I think the one outcome that we all think is very unlikely is Andre Ward stopping Sergey Kovalev. Unless it's a cut or maybe a random body shot or something like that, then we all find that unlikely. So yeah, let me know what you think will happen in this rematch. What are you expecting? It's happening. I'm out.